Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. After yesterday's heavy dump, we're going to do a multiple time frame analysis for Bitcoin as usual. However, before we start, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Once we got a rejection right from the higher time frame, strong resistance, we saw that the weekly time frame went in the consolidation level. So the levels were extremely important as long as we were stayed above $34,500, $34,000. Then I said the weekly time frame could have been under the consolidation. And there was another chance based on a 4-hour as well as the daily time frame where the resistance levels, however, that I kept mentioning that recently once we got rejection from 48,000 and the last one was 45,500 from the smart money, then we lost the weekly time frame. However, if you're comparing that 1.5 year range from the January 2021 as well as last year's summer dump, this price action slightly different than these two, 2021 June and 2021 January. The reason is we just lost the weekly time frame. However, in these two regions, it was just a normal correction, normal dump, if we say that. However, at the moment, as I said, we went heavily under the base control based on a weekly time frame. And 5 months ago, end of January, as well as in February, the video that I was talking about, once we're going to hold this level, maximum we had 43,800 as well as $48,000 based on a multiple time frame analysis. The last level we had $52,000. However, as I said, $52,000 was quite early to talk about, and we came all the way from the strong support. We held it twice, and that was a DCA zone. And as I mentioned, we had heavy, strong resistance at around $48,000, and we expected to get a rejection right from here. And as I mentioned, that 0.382, the mirror image of 618, we got perfect rejection right from the weekly time frame as well as the daily time frames. And as a result, as I said, end of January as well as the February, we covered this topic that highly likely the price action will come and phase 28,300 all the way up to $24,873. The reason that once we're going to see a heavy dump, corrects it and rejects it right from the 3.3 or 3.82, and highly likely we will end up in this 0.618. In between, we had a 0.5 day higher time frame fib. That's not really that much important. As long as we're going to get a rejection right from 3.82, then as I said, highly likely the price action will end up in this region. So you might ask, what's the next scenario based on a weekly time frame? Based on a weekly time frame, as long as we're going to be above this week, or I would say maximum 2, we've got over 12 days to close the 2 weekly time frame. As long as we're going to be above 35,500, ideally 36,500, and then the weekly time frame will be back into the consolidation. Otherwise, I will be watching how the reaction is going to be right from the 618 and 0.67, the golden pockets. Moving on to a daily time frame. If you're a high time frame player, as soon as we lost $60,000, retested it perfectly, and the price action ended up right inside the strong support. And this was expected, and I provided these support and resistance in advance, and we followed exactly these support and resistance levels over 4 months. And as soon as we came to this strong support level twice, end of January, end of February, Russia-Ukraine issue, we ended up to the strong resistance. And as you can see, perfect rejection, nearly the lower line of this resistance level got rejected, and we ended up again strong support. However, in the last video that I mentioned, I didn't expect that we're gonna break this based on a weekly time frame. And as you can see, we broke this resistance, and as you can see at the moment, based on a daily time frame, the lower line of this strong support is acting as a resistance at the moment. Bear in your mind, some of the levels are changed already. And if you shorted right from $60,000, $59,500 all the way up to here without getting an exit signal, this strong support provided 45%, 40% dump in the market. At the same time, as soon as we held these levels, we saw another 45% nearly pump in the market. And as expected, we got rejection right from the strong resistance. And we expected the price action to come to this level, which was another 30%. However, with yesterday's dump, we saw 38% dump in the market. However, based on a daily time frame, once we lost $60,000, we didn't get a bullish setup. The 24 and 28,000 support levels are applicable on the daily time frame as well. Based on a daily time frame, $36,500 and $40,000 are extremely important levels. If we're going to be above these levels, then we will get a bullish setup based on a daily time frame. However, it is, as I said, slightly early to talk about the bullish scenario. We've got lower time frame, the resistance levels above us, and highly likely we're going to get a rejection right from there. And in the first place, I'm expecting the price action to test 28.5 all the way up to 24.5 levels. Moving on to the 4-hour time frame. Before we do a further analysis, if you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market, and it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Based on a 4-hour time frame, as soon as we lost $48,000, that was an initial setup. There was a very heavy resistance above us. However, if you're a conservative trader, perfect trade setup came at around 45,500 level. And as soon as we lost that level, as you can see, every single time, once we reached either white line, which is a smart one, or the red one, we got a rejection. So we saw a first rejection at around 43,500 level. First rejection. You had a number of warnings, which I posted via Twitter as well, and a second warning came at around $43,000. Also, I won in these 3 price actions once we started touching to these red lines. So if we're going to analyze in a bigger picture, based on a daily time frame, $60,000 were the exit setup. And the next one was a $52,000, which I mentioned in the previous videos. Exactly, we got rejected right from the smart money as well as the upper line of this resistance in the past. However, the last warning was at around 48,000. Ideally, if you're conservative, as I keep saying, 45,500 level was extremely important for you to exit. You don't have to necessarily short the market. As long as you exited on time, that's what's important. The support levels are applicable for the high time frame as well as the mid time frame. However, based on the 1 hour as well as the 4-hour time frame, these are the resistance levels. In the first place, 32,500, where we got rejection right from there, and we might see a minor pullback. Highly likely the next time we're going to test 33,500 all the way up to 34,900, $35,000. If we're going to claim these levels, then we can talk about the higher levels. However, at the moment it is slightly early to talk about the bullish scenario based on a 4-hour time frame. In the coming days, I'll be keeping an eye on based on a 2-hour and 4-hour time frames, 33,500 all the way up to $35,000. And we came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.